Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dishin with the Dietitian. I'm beyond thrilled that you are here. And we're going to get started in literally just 1 minute. But this is something that I'm turned out to be very helpful for me. So I'm hoping that it will be helpful to all of you as well. And as you know, if you're here, let me know you're here by giving me the thumbs up button, which I love. And I will look forward to seeing you and joining you. All right, let me know if you can hear me. This is a little sound check that we do first thing. Great, so you can. And let me know that you are here by giving me the thumbs up button and or just writing in and saying hello. I'll be thrilled. It is 7:00. Welcome everybody to Dishin with the Dietitian. As I was thinking about what we should talk about today, I was thinking that this is a very unique time of the year in that this is our opportunity. I don't know if any of you have started to say, oh my gosh, it's already the middle of August. And who knows what the fall or the winter for sure will bring for us with both COVID as well as flu. So this is the most wonderful time to be able to really seize this moment and do some things that you might not have a chance to do otherwise as the season progresses. So I really want you to make sure that you stay healthy and have fun. Remember fun? It's really important to put fun in. This is your time to do it. We do know that the coronavirus does not spread as easily outside. So I want to talk to you about some fun ideas, activities to do. I'll give you some contact information, and we'll pair these fun activities with some delicious dishes that are heart healthy and yet yummy. What puts me in a position to be able to do this? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Debbie Kravitsky. I've been a registered dietitian for over 30 years. I have a master's degree in clinical nutrition. I'm a clinical dietitian, at Mass General Hospital's Cardiovascular Disease Prevention Center. I also have a private practice that I am offering through Zoom. So you don't need to go out. And the best part of it is you can show me what you're eating in your house as we can read those food labels together. If this interests you, you can go to Debbie, Debbie Kravitsky, V is in Victor, ITSKY at gmail.com and message me, and we can arrange a time for us to have an individually tailored nutrition consult that will help you to reach your goals. I've also appeared in television as well as in national publications such as Family Circle and Harper's Bazaar. It gives me my greatest joy and pleasure to help you to reach your dietary goals by providing current, accurate, evidence-based nutrition information. Together, we will shop, we will cook, and I will navigate the way. So let's get started. For me, when I want to have fun, it oftentimes involves doing something that I don't typically do, or maybe something I've never done before. That's what gives me the thrill. Let me know if that works for you. So, one of the things I love to do is I love to be outdoors. And that's why this time of year is my absolute favorite. So I'm going to give you some ideas. I'm also going to give you some contact information, and you'll let me know if this interests you, or also let me know if you've been doing some things that have been really fun and that have helped to put some joy back in your life. We always want to make sure that we take care of our emotional healing. This is very important, as stress is an independent risk factor for all chronic disease. So I really want you more than ever to appreciate being present, being in the moment, and also remember WIN, what's important now. And this is what's important now. Hi, Richard. How are you? And FYI, Whole Foods no longer carries their mustard and dill sauce. Really? Because, wow, Richard, that's a shock. I thought I've seen it locally in my Whole Foods, but it must be just residual bottles. Isn't that a shame? Maybe, you know what I would do, Richard? Is I would go on, thanks for the heads up, by the way, and I would go on Amazon and see what you can get. or maybe on overstock.com and see what you can get because it is delicious. My daughter's going, shh, don't tell them that because they want to do it too. Isn't that funny? So thank you, Richard. Thanks for the heads up. But that's what I would do whenever people stop. I always check particularly where Amazon owns Whole Foods. Maybe they want to get rid of some of their things. It's a shame. It is a shame. You might even, though, be able to concoct one of your own mustard dill sauces by mixing mustard and dill. But I'm going to take a look and see what's in the mustard dill sauce. And maybe we can come up with a recipe, or I can come up with a recipe, and I'll post it if I'm successful. But I'll let you know. But there are, for sure, there are things that you can do online that are fun, like the Museum of Fine Arts has gallery tours and videos of gallery tours and lectures and artists that you can listen to. But for me, this is the time of year for going outside. Oh, you're welcome, Richard. Things like rollerblading or biking. I love to bike. I'm going to tell you that the sales for bikes have gone through the roof. You couldn't even buy a bike these days because it's been such a popular activity as everybody wants to feel good and be healthy. So I am one of those who just don't have a bike. Let me know if you have a bike or not. But there is, for people like me who don't have a bike, there are places where you can rent. And I did a little research to find out what are some of the diffences between these bike rental stores. And there are big differences. Have you seen, and they're no longer out on the streets. I always wondered on my corner when I'd come down my street, when I'd be driving around Boston, I'd see these blue bikes all over. And I always wondered, why aren't people taking them? Well, it turns out they were. And so that's why you're not seeing them anymore. But they're called blue bikes. And that is the name of their site. And you can rent them for a day, but every 3 hours, you need to check in at one of their sites and exchange your bike. Why? I don't know. They said it gives them more control. So it's about $45 for a day, $40 for a day pass. But the thought of having to stop every 3 hours, if you're going on a quick bike ride, then that would work for you. But if you think you're going for a day trip, that's not the plan for you. For you, you want urban adven tours. So that's a cute, like adventures. It's adven, ADVEN, and then the word tours, TOURS. So urban adven tours. Now they're located on Atlantic Avenue in Boston. Their telephone number is 617. They're probably going to hate me that I'm giving the number. 617-670-0637. And you can call them. They have a flagship. They have all kinds of opportunities for you to bike ride. One is you can rent a bike. You rent it for 24 hours. They're open from like 9 in the morning to 7 at night. If you rent the bike at 12 in the afternoon, you don't have to return it till the next day. So that gives you great opportunity to go for a great long bike ride, to get out there, to see the sights. You're outside. That to me is winner, winner, winner. There are also tours that they offer, which I thought was a lot of fun. A flagship tour, which allows you to view Boston neighborhoods that they'll take you on. And these tours they start at $55 for the tour, and they're up to about 8 people, I think, in the tour. There's a tour to Cambridge, which is very cute. There's an Emerald Necklace tour, which views the park. There are sunset cycle tours along the Charles, and that's for people of all ages. And then there's a tour of Boston along the Charles, which will show you all those magnificent views during the day. So great way to either go biking on your own or to go on a guided tour. I think that would be a ball. Urban Advent Tours. So a shout out to them. I love the water. When I was a kid, I worked as a lifeguard, and I think going on a boat is the way to go. And while I used to know how to sail, I can't tell you that it's been so long that I would be very comfortable taking a boat out by myself. I just wouldn't do it. I'm not secure in that skill set. But I would love to take a sailing lesson. Let me know if that interests you. So Black Rock Sailing School, right in Boston, at the Charlestown Marina in Charlestown, they have boats. They give you lessons. How awesome is that? They give you the the life jackets and all of that. And they also have tours as well. So they are located also in South Boston at the Fanpare Marina. And depending on what level of sailing you are, they'll either take you through Boston Harbor or they might take you a little further through into Cape Cod. How awesome is that? They also have sites in Marblehead and Warwick, Rhode Island, and their telephone number is 617 639 3061 for the Black Rock Sailing School. Now, let me ask you, Corona who? It gives you this time out, and that's what we're all needing. We're needing a little release, a little fun. This is how you do it. For those of you who like to fish, I'm trying to cover all the sports on the water. If you like to fish, you can go out and you can go on a private excursion fishing up to 6 people, either for half a day or 3/4 of a day or what have you. It isn't inexpensive. It's $600. If you have 6 people, it's $100 a person. And through Bosch, many sites, but the first one up there, and it had rave reviews, was called Boston Fish Tales. So Boston Fish Tales, they're catching striped bass and bluefish. Some of them are also catching flounder at this time. And the captain was Joseph Dorsey. So how fun would that be to get 6 people? And if you love to go fishing, they provide you with everything you need for your fishing excursion. And how fun, beyond fun, don't you think? So we're going to talk about foods to go with these activities, but I want to give you a few more activities. You can also do an outdoor fitness class. There are boot camps outside. Soul Cycle, which is the spin studio, has their classes outside. That's just what you're looking for. I'm much happier, much more comfortable to go outside, socially distanced, and get on a bike than I am to be indoors with limited circulation. It just, you can't beat it. So do this now while the weather is good. These classes, these places have adapted so that they can survive. It's fun to support them, but it's fun to get that good sweat, that good workout. And that to me is also a high. You also can go to the beach. I've gone many times and felt very comfortable socially distancing from everybody around me. And I encourage you to do that as well. For me, the beach is my happy place. I just love that ocean. It does it for me. So if it does it for you, don't hesitate. And this is the time of year to go. You also can go camping. You can go for a hike. I think that would be fabulous. So let's talk about the different things and foods to fuel the activities. How does that sound to you? Does this sound good? And Richard, I love that you're here. Anybody else who's here, say hi to me so I know that you're here. If you're going hiking or if you're going for a quick workout, you really don't need anything special. Would I eat? I hear time and time again, people ask me, should I eat before a workout or should I not eat before a workout? You should eat before a workout because you don't want to work out on an empty tank. So it depends on when you work out and who you are. We're all a little different. If you wake up first thing in the morning and you just can't eat at that time, then just go work out and you'll have something afterwards. But if you can, ideally, about an hour or even 2 hours before your workout, have a little bit of protein, not too much protein because it'll be slower to digest, but with a carbohydrate. A yogurt is with a piece of fruit, is a perfect thing to have pre-workout to give you some energy so that you can have that good workout. If you want something easy and quick, if you're going hiking and you want to take some food that's sustainable for you, you could make some power balls by taking some oats and some peanut butter and whatever else you want, some sunflower seeds, flax seeds, mini dark chocolate chips, and you could combine them all and then roll them and bake them on a baking sheet and then refrigerate them. And you've got these delicious power balls that you could pack and take with you. You also could make apricot oat bars by taking some oats and making a crust and then also topping it with some apricot jam or jelly. I like the Stonewall Kitchen jams and jellies. They happen to be naturally low in sugar. and also some dried apricots and baking that off. And then you have some apricot bars that you could take. You also could, if you're going for a long hike, could make your own trail mix with assorted nuts and raisins and apricots if you want. But I don't want you to have too much, because you're going hiking and there's not a lot of bathroom facilities, frankly, and you're eating a lot of fiber. So some nuts and some dark chocolate mini bits would be great to make your own trail mix. Also, if you're going for a bike ride and you want to bring snack or you want to bring a lunch, nothing wrong with the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Again, put it on whole wheat bread, put Stonewall Kitchen jam or jelly, because they're low in sugar, as I said, and some peanut butter. In this case, although I've talked to you before about PB2, and I love PB2, PB2 does not hold for a long time. So in this case, I'd use a regular peanut butter like Teddy's. I would use that, and that will hold. And that with a piece of fruit would be delicious. Pull over by the side of the road where maybe you see a good spot as you're biking, and have a yummy lunch. How fun is this? And now you're doing something fun. You're taking great care of yourself, and you're having a delicious treat. I think it's really important. Let me know if you've been doing anything different as you're trying to stay connected with people. And as I tell you every time we meet, that one of the best things for me, particularly at this time, is to do this with all of you, is to stay connected with all of you. I love it when I see Richard on. I love it when I see all of you on. It really does it for me, because we're isolating, even wearing the mask. It's so foreign for all of us. It's so unnatural. It's not what we do or who we are. Hello, Steinler Consulting. See, this is just what I'm talking about. This is the high. I love my PB2, and the trail mix sounds great. Yay. And hello from Janice. Hi, Janice. You're having computer issues. I'm sorry. I can totally relate to those. But hi to both of you. I'm loving having you on. Let me know if you've been doing, because I know you guys do some fun things. So let me know if you've been doing any of that. I think gardening for me also gives me that joy. It's great exercise, but it gives me the joy in seeing the plants and the flowers. But staying connected is so important. So I have a deck, and I have started to have my friends for dinner on my deck. I only allow one couple at a time. We socially distance, one at one end, and I'm at the other end with my husband. And when I have people, if you don't have a deck, maybe you have a backyard. If you don't have a backyard, do it in your driveway. It's that much more fun, because how ridiculous did you ever think you'd be having a dinner, people for dinner in your driveway? I think that would be hysterical, because you're making memories. You're going to laugh because you know we're going to get through this. So then you can say, look at this. Who'd ever thought that we'd be doing this in our driveway? I think it adds to the fun, that kind of ambiance. But I think it's important. My daughter always tells me I entertain like it's the 60s. But I always feel that it's very important when my friends come over, when I invite somebody to my house for dinner or for whatever the meal is, that I really like to go out of my way to make them feel special. So make some fun treats. I love bruschetta. Let me know if you like bruschetta. So I take some peppers and saute them with some onions and some garlic. And then I'd add some tomatoes, and I would put it on some toast some sourdough bread, have it cut at the store into baguettes, and toast it in the oven for just a few minutes. Rub it with a little garlic if you like garlic, and then put that bruschetta on top. You also could take Baby Bell cheese and slice it thin. After you rub that bread with garlic, put it back in the oven with some Baby Bell cheese so that cheese will melt, and then top it with your vegetable mixture. Hi, Susan. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Dave's Good Seed with peanut butter, that would be, and raspberry jam. Tell me. I agree. And after a good yard workout, you did it today. So I think that's delicious. And I have to tell you, maybe because my mother was such a cook that peanut butter and jelly was her specialty. She's probably ready to kill me from above. But to me, it's now comfort food. So I think I love that Dave's bread. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, the name is a little off-putting, but Dave's Killer Breads are delicious. Not all of his breads are great for whole grain, so choose the ones, but this Good Seed one that she's having is delicious. And with a peanut butter and raspberry jam, yum, 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 Susan. I am right with you. And I think that refuels, it gives you the fuel that you need, because what you're looking for after a workout is a carbohydrate to replenish your glycogen stores that you've just emptied your tank, and protein to sustain it, or to rebuild muscle if you did a good strength training workout. So I think that would be great. I also love, if I'm having guests for dinner, I love to give shrimp cocktail. It's a treat. I frankly don't do it all the time, but it's yummy, yummy, yummy. Now, if you can, I like to get shrimp already done, but if not, you certainly could take shrimp by it peeled into veins, so the work is already done. Put it on a cookie sheet, drizzle with a little olive oil or a little oil, and sprinkle a little kosher salt or no salt, and at 400 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes, and you will have shrimp ready to go as cocktail shrimp. You could serve it with either a cocktail sauce, or you could even make a Thousand Island sauce, and that would work as well. I also, other ideas for your sandwiches is, just so you know, is you could do a salmon and guacamole sandwich. Tell me if that sounds like an interesting combination to you. You could take your salmon and grill it or bake it in the oven, and then pair it with a guacamole. Now, I make my guac with tomatoes. I use lime juice, not lemon, and then some hot sauce and some red onion. And basically, that is it. But you also could make guacamole with the avocados, of course. But you could also take the avocados with lime juice, scallions, red onion, jalapeno pepper, and a little garlic and salt and pepper. And that also would pair well with salmon. And you could put that on a whole wheat ciabatta bread, and that would be yum, don't you think? Yum, yum. You also could make roasted salmon tacos, and I've showed you how to make that before. But very briefly, if you make a rub for your salmon with, just so you know, with some chipotle chili powder, some grated lime zest, and then you squeeze a little lime juice over this. You rub that into the salmon, squeeze a little lime juice over it, and then bake that salmon off with some whole corn tortillas, and then whatever fixings you want. A slaw would be great with that. Some fresh cucumbers would be great with that, and salmon tacos would be great. If you want to make a Thousand Island dressing for your shrimp, you can do so with mayonnaise and ketchup and some sweet pickles, a little lemon juice, and salt and pepper. How fun is that? I also think it's fun to make your own pizzas for your guests and for you. You can do it on the grill. Now, here's why I love outdoor dining, because number one, it's outdoors, and to be out there in nature, it's just beautiful and very calming and relaxing. But number two, if you have a dinner party in your house, say your guests are in one room, and then you have to leave to go finish cooking whatever you're cooking. You leave your guests. You're outside grilling. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't miss a thing. You get to be right there with them. Also, you don't have to platter. You put things on platters. So cleanup is a breeze, much, much easier when you have dinner on your deck. So here we go. You could also do a ranch chicken sandwich where you grill a piece of chicken with some ranch dressing and some tomato and lettuce leaves, and it would be delicious. You could marinate your salmon in some buttermilk, a little salt and pepper, and for about 10 minutes, and then take it out, and then you can grill it, and it would be yummy, yummy, yummy. What do you think? How does this sound to you? You also, if somebody's coming for dinner and you want it a little bit more special, you could definitely do mussels in white wine, or just mussels if you don't want to use the white wine. But I love mussels. I've done videos showing you how to cook mussels, and I think that would be delicious. I also love steamed clams. Let me know if you love steamed clams. I love them. And Mario Batali has a delicious recipe, linguine with clams. And the only thing I would change is I would take the linguine and make it a whole wheat linguine. As you know, my favorite whole wheat pasta is Delalo's, Dellallo. And I get it either at Wegmans or at Shaw's Star Market. And Delalo's whole wheat pasta would be delicious with Mario Batali's linguine with clams. This is just a treat that you don't normally get. I also think it would be delicious if you like seafood. You can let me know if you do, to grill some lobster tails, some shrimp, some scallops, and mix it with pasta. And oh my gosh, you'd have a grilled seafood pasta dinner, and that would be yummy, yummy, yummy. I love to use the marinades from Whole Foods, the ones that are still available, Richard. Good heads up. That got me nervous, concerned about the others. But I use the Thai ginger marinade on swordfish. If you like swordfish, it's delicious. And I also, another marinade that you can use that's not from Whole Foods is found at Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop has a line of Stonewall Kitchen products. And one of them is Stonewall Kitchen packages 4 legal seafoods herb vinaigrette. And I love it on halibut. You could do it on shrimp or scallops. You could do it on any fish. You could do it on salmon as well. And that would be yummy, yummy. Now it's time for dessert. Love dessert. Let me know about you. Have any of you been grilling fruit? It's beyond, beyond, beyond. That heat from the grill caramelizes the fruit, and it's scrumptious. Pineapple on the grill. Oh, it is like candy. It is totally over the moon. Delicious. You could top it if you wanted with a frozen yogurt, or you could take whatever yogurt you like, whether you're having Dan Light and Fit Greek yogurt. Their vanilla Greek yogurt tastes like cannoli cream, so this would totally work, or the Greek Fayet Zero, or whatever yogurt you're eating. You could put it in a cup, and a paper cup, and freeze it in your freezer. It freezes. When you've grilled your fruit, take that out and put it on top of your fruit. The heat will start to soften it and melt it, and it'll be scrumptious. You could top it with an aerosol whipped cream if you'd like, and what a delicious treat that is. You also could melt some dark chocolate and drizzle it over the top, or mash some raspberries with lemon and also put that as a coulis around the side. And this is something that people aren't doing. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for something different, which is just the fun and the whole point of this. Other dinner ideas would be to take things, you could make chopped fruit and layer it with things like the Slim Twin the low-fat ice cream with hardly any sugar added. You also could take a whole corn tortilla and put in the Enlighten bar in the middle. So grill the tortilla, put the Enlighten bar, slip it off the stick, fold over the thing, and now you have a crepe that you seal with whipped cream. And how fun is that? So good. So good. And I did show you some desserts in a previous video where you saw how to make sort of like your own Reese's cup, which would be completely, utterly delicious. And I think your guests would not only flip, but they wouldn't believe how heart healthy that is. So that is a winner, winner, winner. You make shrimp with cabbage tacos. Yum, yum, yum. Let us all know what time, because that sounds delicious. Shrimp and cabbage tacos. Yummy. Isn't that so fun? So you could take that shrimp. It could be salmon, it could be halibut, it could be swordfish, it could be anything, scallops. And so now you have different dinners, different nights. But I think people would love to come for dinner for taco night. I think that would be a ball. And this way you stay connected with friends and you have yummy food with delicious atmosphere because you're outside. This is the way to go. So I really wanted to take tonight to remind you to seize this time frame when we're outside, when the weather is good, to really give yourself some fun. Do things that you don't normally do, whether it's kayaking through Paddle Boston, which I happen to love kayaking. And Paddle Boston has different facilities all around the city, as well as in Newton. And you can go to paddleboston.com. They're all over. They're in Alston, Brighton, Cambridge, Kendall Square, as well as Somerville, and in Waltham, as well as in Medford. And you can rent a kayak or a paddle boat or a canoe. How fun is that? You also can do outside yoga, which would be also really fabulous and fun. So I really encourage you to try new activities, different activities. These are things that you might not think of otherwise doing outside that you absolutely can. I hope this has been helpful for you. Let me know. I hate to keep you too long, and I so appreciate you being here. So Steinler and Susan and Janice and Richard, you guys are the bomb diggity best. So I love that you're here, and I'm so thrilled to be joining with you. And I want you to try these fun activities. Remember WIN, what's important now, and take great care of yourself, both physically and spiritually and emotionally, because it's really important. Oh, Richard, I'm so glad. You're great. So I so appreciate that. Let me know if there is anything you'd like me to do a future live stream on. And I am so happy to take suggestions and to do that. But if there's nothing else, I'll wait to hear from you for a few seconds. Otherwise, I want to wish you a great night. Stay safe. And thank you, Steinle. You guys, you're the best. And that's why I'm here. Because I always scratch myself, as you know, every once in a while. And I think, I haven't gotten to the 1,000 yet. I need to get to those 1,000 subscribers so I can really take you out and do things with you and be a little bit more mobile with you. So I am still working at it. But every once in a while, when I question whether I should continue doing this or not, then I get comments by you guys, and it really helps to regenerate me and refuel my passion and to inspire me. So I totally appreciate you being here, and I'm hoping this has been helpful for you, and us staying together and meeting like this, I'm hoping has been helpful for you as well, because it's been a complete and utter pleasure for me. So I'm hoping that it's doing that for you. All right. If there's anything else, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to wish you a good night. I want you to stay safe. Let me know next time what kinds of fun things you tried. Let me know if the tips on ways to stop stress eating, if they were helpful to you, if you've done anything different. I'm looking for that. And also if there are suggestions for what you'd like to see for future live streams. If those of you who are listening have not yet done so, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That lets me try to get to the 1,000, so I will have more flexibility and freedoms with these live streams. Also, if you haven't done so, you can hit the notification button so you can know when future live streams go or videos go up. But other than that, I want to wish you all the best. Take care, everybody. You're doing great during these incredibly unprecedented times. So stay safe and enjoy the rest of this summer. It's flying by, is it not? And I will look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Take care, everybody.